Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be repotting this. This is an Alocasia. I think it's called Poly. In my area there's a lot of the ones that look like this. It's like, what is it? Something mask. Yell it out. I can't. I forget. Anyway, it starts with an A, something mask. And now it's going to be bothering me the whole video. So anyway, I believe this one's called Poly, and it's never really grown well for me, and that's really striking because elephant ears usually grow really well. I've had this outside, I've had it inside. Usually it grows in my bathroom, and normally it would be really good to have it in a bathroom because of the humidity, and it's got decent light, it's got morning sun, but it never seems to really go past one, maybe two leaves. And recently, all I've had was this leaf. This has been, I don't know, I've had it for maybe almost a year with just this one leaf, and I'm noticing now that the leaf is starting to look a little aged, and that's to be understood because it's over a year old. And if you've grown elephant ears in the past, you know that the leaves don't really last all that long. Usually they last a few months, and then a new one takes its place, and then the old one kind of falls off. I usually have about 3 leaves, maybe 4 if I'm lucky, that are in really good shape, and then the last one is on the way out. So this one has been around for a long time. Anyway, I'm going on and on and on. We're going to be transplanting it from this little 4-inch pot to a little 5-inch pot. They're the same depth, but they just have a little bit more diameter or circumference, I guess, of the pot. And I want to have it so that it's sitting in this nice decorative pot. I wanted it to be a little bit deeper, but I can't find any pots in my collection that will fit in here the way that this one does. So, you know what? I don't care if it's not deep enough. The plant itself, it has roots that go out through the bottom, so it's going to go and mingle in the water that might be left over when I water it. So this is what we're going to do. So I've got my potting soil off to the side. This is a seed starting mix. I've been using this a lot recently. I should actually bring down my slow release fertilizer because I like to use the slow release fertilizer with things like my elephant ears. And also I bought this today. Thought it'd be really fun to try. This is called it's a flower one, and it is a mycorrhizae. I don't know. It's a beneficial fungus that supposedly helps with the uptake of, let me see here. Contains a beneficial fungus. This fungus associates with plant roots and increases the phosphorus uptake. The essential nutrient stimulates root development, which enhances plant growth. So I thought this one, it needs a little bit of assistance. The roots grow, but for some reason it's just not doing what I'm used to elephant ears doing for me. So I've got this, and let me just go grab some of the slow release fertilizer. Okay, so I've got some slow release fertilizer as well. I don't know why I like to use slow release fertilizer, but I do like to use it for my elephant ears. Usually quite heavy feeders. So this one is for hanging baskets, but I'm going to use it anyway. This is 11-20-11. So we'll put that off to the side. We're going to get this pot ready. Let me just pull you down, and we'll do this together. I'm looking at this. I think it's age, but it might be... there might be an insect issue because I see a little bit of webbing at the top, but who knows? I don't see spider mites. No harm in spraying it with an alcohol and soap and water solution. So I might do that after this video. Anyway, I'm going to use a little bit of paper towel in the bottom, as I always do. You're like, but Bill, you want the roots to grow through the bottom. They will. They'll go through this paper towel soon enough. So I'm going to just get a little bit of soil here. I don't want to fill it right... Oh, I got too much in there. Okay, I didn't want to fill it up full because I'm going to be adding some of this mic stuff. It's like a It's like a crushed stone or a pumice. So we're just going to mix that in just a little bit. And then we're also going to add in some slow release fertilizer. It's a small pot, I'm not going to go too crazy as I normally do. Just going to mix that around. This mic stuff, they have it for trees and shrubs. They also have it for, this is for flowers. And the other one was fruits and vegetables. So I thought I wanted it for flowers. I know that this doesn't flower really, but it'll do the trick. And then I want my compost bin up here because I'm going to try to take off as much of the old soil as possible here. I find that elephant ears, well, this one's been potted in this pot for many years, and the soil tends to get a little bit firm. It just needs to get refreshed. Whoop. I got little baby bulbs in there. Can you see that? They're little, I'm going to pot those up. Hopefully they grow. Just going to put the lid on this mic stuff because I seem to be throwing junk into it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and remove more of the soil. I just want to give it as much new space as I can. Elephant ears always respond well to repotting. All right. I've got a baby bulb right here that had already started to grow. I'm losing all kinds of other growths. Alright, so I'm just going to set this down. We've got another baby one right here. This is so cool. I don't know which way is up on some of these things, so it's going to be a guess. Alright. So there we go. Roots have been cleaned off. Get rid of that. We're just going to clean up some of the dead material. You don't want any old decaying material causing rot eventually. I like to clean these up a couple of times a season. They tend to get a lot of this dead material. And now that's good. Looks like I need to take out even more of this soil, because the roots want it to be deeper. Okay, so there we go. This I'm going to be planting this a little bit deeper in the pot this time. So we're going to put this soil. I want the top of the plant. Wow, this is a really confusing video. I want the top of the bulb or the rhizome or whatever you want to call it, the tuber, to just be above the soil line. So that's about right where it is there right now. I'm just going to add some more soil. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the other babies there. I just want to get the main one planted first and secured. Now with this little side bulb, just going to clean it up. This one hasn't done anything in months, just being dormant. Had some nice roots on it. And look at it, looks like it wants to grow. Do you see this? It's got some nice color to it. It's not dried up at all. I'm going to put this just off to the side here. This one I want to have just at the soil level where the growth is. Do you see that? It's right at the soil level. I'm going to get a little bit of soil. Cover up all those roots. And then we're going to plant all of these. Not sure which end is up, but if you ever are in that situation, plant it sideways. If you ever don't know, sideways is the way to go. It's easier for it to bend up. This one here is the top. This is where it came from the bulb. And this one is dried up. This one might not do anything, but might as well stick it in there. This one here, it's got a little bit of white at the top, so it's probably going to grow. And one more. Super. Just finish it off with a little bit of extra soil on the top. And we want to firm it in. I'm going to use a plant stake. These were for the orchids, and I will end up doing some Velcro. Give me a second. Okay, so I have this this Velcro roll. Just gonna break myself off a little piece, and then we're just gonna wrap it up just like that, like we know what we're doing. We don't, or I don't. And I like to wing it sometimes. It's a lot of fun. And we'll just wrap this up. I guess I didn't need as big of a piece as what I got. And then we're going to pop it into its little pot. Looks like that needs a little bit more support. Oops. There we go. It's looking good now. And now we're just going to water it in. I'm not going to use fertilizer right now, but you want to water it in really, really well. There we go. And because it's an elephant ear, I will let it dry down slightly before I water it again. But once it starts actively growing, I will increase the watering, as I do with all of my other elephant ears. But it is inside at the moment, so growth rate tends to be a little bit slower. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to bring you up a little bit close, bring the camera up so I can talk. There we go. I always end my video with you guys looking at the plant. So again, this plant will just go back upstairs into its normal spot. I'll give you an update on it in a few months, see how it's growing. I love this plant. Show me what you're growing. Do you have an elephant ear like this one? And is it doing the same thing, or is it just me? I don't know. I have some bad luck sometimes with plants. And yeah, anyway, follow me on Instagram. Tag me in some of your plant photos. Show me what you're growing. I'd love to see some elephant ear updates. I absolutely love elephant ears. I don't know. I'm at a real loss as to what to say. Also, follow me on Facebook and the Plants and Things page, as well as the Plants and Things What's Growing page. That page is growing so fast, I can't even keep up. So anyway, until next time, happy growing. A little bit more expensive, but you have an instant plant. And this one, as you can see, she grows her plugs in 1x1 inch holes or plug trays. So they're going to be small. She wraps them